to tell you something insane. Follow your passion is the worst career advice you will ever get. I said it. For decades, we've been told to find that one magic calling, the one passion that'll make your job feel like you're on vacation 24/7. We hear it everywhere. We even see it on posters. But for almost everyone, it's a total lie. Here's the truth. Most people do not have some secret passion that turns into a perfect job. And looking for it creates an abundant amount of anxiety. If you're a student, you're terrified of picking the wrong thing. If you're at your first job, you're always wondering if you made a mistake. If you want to change careers, the pressure is completely crushing. This video is for you if you feel that pressure, because we're going to destroy the passion myth, and I'm going to give you a crazy research-backed method to stop searching and start building a career so awesome that passion is the result. That follow your passion advice sounds epic, but it's a trap that's ruining your life. And here's why. First, like author Cal Newport says, most people have no idea what their passion is, especially when they're young. The advice makes you think that you should just know what you're born to do. If you don't, you feel like a total failure. Second, mind-blowing research from Stanford psychologists proved that thinking of passion as something you find is a huge mistake. They call it a fixed mindset. If you believe that once you find passion, it'll be easy, it makes you believe that once you find your passion, it'll be easy forever. So the second you hit a real challenge, and you will hit challenges, that mindset makes you think, I guess this wasn't my passion after all. And you're way more likely to give up. This mindset also gives you tunnel vision. When you're obsessed with finding that one thing, you ignore other interests that could have become something incredible. Your interests change. What you thought was cool at 18 is not what will get you excited at 30 or even 50. But the biggest problem is that this whole passion idea is completely backward. It says first you find what you love, then you get a job. But actual research, like self-determination theory, shows the complete opposite. The things that truly make you love your work are stuff like autonomy, being in control, mastery, being amazing at what you do, and relatedness, connecting with people. This isn't about finding a perfect match for something you already like. Passion isn't the cause of a great career. It's the effect. It's the feeling you get after you work like crazy to get good at something important. So, if we're throwing out follow your passion, what's the secret? We replace it with what Cal Newport calls the craftsman mindset. The craftsman mindset flips everything. Instead of asking, what can this job do for me? You ask, what can I do for the world? You focus on getting so good at something valuable that you cannot be ignored. The goal is to build what Newport calls career capital. Think of career capital like currency. If you want a crazy good job with more freedom, more creativity, and more impact, you need something valuable to trade for it. That value is your skills. Your career capital is your mountain of skills that you can trade for bigger and better opportunities. When you start, you have zero career capital. That's why your first jobs don't have the freedom you want. You haven't built the value to demand those things yet. Trying to get a dream job without any capital is like trying to buy a Lamborghini with no money. It just won't work. The craftsman builds their career capital on purpose. They focus on what they can do and how they can get better. They're not stressing about whether it's their one true calling. They're obsessed with getting good. And a crazy thing happens when you get ridiculously good at something. You start to love it. You get respect. You feel pride. And as your career capital grows, you get more power. You can literally shape your job into something you find truly meaningful. This is how you get a career you love. You don't find it, you build it. Passion comes from being a beast at what you do. It's the prize for your hard work, not the entry ticket. So how do you actually do this? Well, I broke it down into a 4-step method I call the R.I.S.E Framework. Step 1, R, is to replace passion with curiosity. Forget finding your one true passion. Just be curious. What topics are you actually interested in? What problems do you think are kind of cool? What would you spend a weekend learning just for fun? Your goal is not to find a perfect match. It's to find a direction, a field where you can start stacking valuable skills. Maybe you're curious about AI or building stuff or how YouTubers actually make money. I know that interests me. You don't have to be obsessed on day one. You just need a tiny spark to start. Ask yourself, what do I watch for fun? What problems do I think about randomly? If I had a free day, what skill would I mess around with? No pressure. Just follow your real curiosity. Step 2, I. Invest in skills with insane practice. Once you have a direction, your only mission is to build career capital. This means you have to get good. And the only way to get good is what scientists call deliberate practice. This is not just putting in hours. It's about pushing yourself past your limit, getting feedback constantly, and attacking your weaknesses. If you're a writer, it's not just writing. It's sending your stuff to an editor and obsessing over every sentence. If you're a coder, it's not just another simple app. It's building a project that forces you to learn something hard and having a pro review your code. This part takes time. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme for skills, but every single hour of focused work is an investment in your future freedom. Your focus isn't instant happiness, it's long-term power. Now, building skills is a huge challenge. If you want to go even deeper and learn how to rewire your brain to turn perceived failures into feedback and start being your best ally instead of your biggest obstacle, I have another video that breaks it all down. I'll link it below and it's up here. It's the perfect next video. Also, if you've made it this far, smash that subscribe button. I drop evidence-based strategies to help you unleash your limitless potential every week. S is for seek competence and feedback. As you put in the work, you'll get better. Things that were impossible will start to feel easy. You'll become fluent in your skill. This is the turning point. Being good at something builds confidence, and research proves that feeling competent is a massive part of being happy at your job. When you know you're good, you feel pride. You start to love the work, not just because of magic passion, but because you respect the skill you've built. In this stage, feedback is your superpower. Beg for it, from bosses, from experts, from anyone who will give it to you. Good feedback is a cheat code that makes you learn faster and shows you where to focus. Studies also show that getting recognized for being good at what you do is huge for your happiness. All right, step 4, E, exchange your capital for total control. This is where you get the ultimate reward. Once you've built massive career capital, once you are so good they can't ignore you, you have all the power. Now you cash in or exchange that capital to get total control over your career. Control, or autonomy, is one of the biggest predictors of job satisfaction ever. It's having the power to decide what you work on, when you work, and how you work. With insane skills, you can negotiate for the craziest projects. You can demand a flexible schedule. You might even get the power to change your entire job or move to a company that perfectly fits what you care about. You can also use your capital to go on a mission. When you're at the top of your field, you see everything differently. You see what's broken, what problems need to be solved, and where you can have a giant impact. This is where deep, insane passion finally shows up. Not as a spark at the beginning, but from the view at the top of the mountain. You've earned the right to point your career towards something you find truly epic. The way to a job you love isn't a treasure hunt for hidden passion. It's about becoming a master craftsman. It's slower, it's harder, but it's a path anyone can take, whether you think you have a calling or not. So let's recap the R.I.S.E method. First, replace passion with curiosity and pick a field to attack. Second, invest in your career capital. Use insane practice to become unbelievably good. Third, seek competence. Let your confidence from your skill be your rocket fuel. And fourth, exchange your capital. Trade your epic skills for the control and mission that makes a career legendary. This is how you build a life that you're not just okay with, but you find unbelievably fulfilling. A career so rewarding that passion is the prize at the end, not the thing you start with. It's not about finding your passion, it's about building it. All right, self-mastery mates, I have a challenge for you. Tell me something you got incredibly good at and then grew to love. Let me know your story in the comments below. I want to read about how you built your passion. And if this video changed your perspective, like and subscribe for more content and how to work and live at your highest potential.